Hi guys, so welcome to a new episode of Gamer 1994. On today's episode, I'm going to compare Smackdown Here Comes the Pain in both the European version and the Japanese version. So I'm gonna begin with the front cover. So on the European cover is Brock Lesnar in a more darkened tone with a black background, with Smackdown Here Comes the Pain logo on the front, with the Peggy THQ and the Sony sticker underneath. Whilst in the Japan version, it has Brock Lesnar, and on the right of him is The Undertaker chokeslamming John Cena, and on the left it's Rey Mysterio doing a crossbody on Matt Hardy. Underneath the titles, so there's two titles here. So SmackDown Here Comes the Pain, and in Japanese it's written as translated, Exciting Pro Wrestling 5. Underneath that is a WWE sticker, Tori Wilson and Ukes instead of THQ. So now I'm going to compare the discs. So this is the European version of the disc. So it's still emulates the front cover with, so it's Brock Lesnar, the title, the PlayStation logo, the PAL region logo, and the DVD ROM. Whilst in Japan, they've gone more opposite with a mixture of dark blue and light blue, and with the logo on the top, and with the silver label on the bottom. So again, it's quite opposite of each other, which makes it more cool for me. With the Ukes for Japan and THQ, so they both developed the game, but THQ developed it for Europe, I think, and Ukes did it for Japan. So I'm going to look at the back of the cases. So there's not much of a difference, but in the European versions, the blue color is more lighter than the Japanese counterpart. The other difference besides that is the writing and the language. One's in English and one's in Japanese. So yeah, not that much of a difference to be fair. So now I'm going to play the Japanese version of SmackDown Here Comes the Pain, just to show you what it's like. So just before we start, to play the Japanese version of SmackDown Here Comes the Pain, you will need to have either a modded PS2 that plays all regions, or you need a Japanese PlayStation 2, which I do have right here. So that's the only way that you'll get to play these games. So let's begin. So as you can see, the most of the game is in English. Just by the looks of it. So here in the European version, it would just say Smackdown equals a pain, but on the Japanese version, it would say both Smackdown equals a pain and Exciting Pro Wrestling 5. So again, in the European version, it would just show the character on the right, but for some reason, it's showing either a translation of what the menus are or something else. So I'm gonna do check that later for you guys. So I think mostly is a translation. That's my exhibition. Oh, yeah, I forgot. On the Japanese version, they use circle as select rather than X. So X is to leave, and circle is to select. And another difference I found out is in the European version, the brown panties is known as a bikini match in Japan. So I'm gonna play a single match. So not this is it. I'll skip back. I'm so used to playing the European version. I keep pressing X. Let's go on single. No manager. One player. Who am I gonna be? I'm gonna be. Let's be Brock Lesnar. I'm gonna do a lot of damage with Brock Lesnar. Oh, I pressed circle again. I pressed X again, so. Oh well, it's muscle memory, isn't it? Just you keep pressing X to select. The more I use, I play the European version, but the Japanese version, like, no, you gotta press circle. So, let's give me a full Smackdown. Let's go for it. And my opponent is not Bubba. Let's do random. Let's do random. So another thing, in the European version, if you press square, it does a random makes it random for you. But in the Japanese version, you must press triangle, which randomizes the characters. So it's me against Test. Oh, press circle again. Let's do the random. Oh, Vince McMahon. Let's do it. So again, majority of the game is the same. It is mainly in English. So I'm gonna pick the Royal Rumble. The menus. Wow, so this is where it gets a bit tricky. So it's all in Japanese, as it was made for the Japanese consumer. So I'm not sure. We must know the difficulty. Smarter icon. You know what? Let's go. Let's go for it. So for me personally, this is my favorite wrestling game of all time. For me to this day, I've not seen any wrestling game come nowhere near this. The only closest competitor I can think of is Smackdown vs. Raw 2006 and 2007 as closest competitors. But there's some people that say No Mercy is, so if you want to talk about that, leave in the comments below. So, interference. So the menus and the tips are quite different to the ones that are shown in Europe by the looks of it.